All right, welcome back, everybody. Anybody that's new here, thanks for joining me today. Gonna start off today somewhere I didn't plan on being. I actually ran into one of my relatives in the Northwoods, and proceeded to provide me with a place to sleep tonight, or last night, which was very, very nice of them. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to pay them back because this was a lot better than sleeping in the back of my truck, because that's what I was going to do. I had everything I needed. I kind of sound stuffed up because I think I slept like 8 hours actually for the first time in forever. I need a cabin in the Northwoods. Either way, I'm going to be going out and checking for some more safe ice. Yesterday was like right on the edge of it. It was between 3.5 and 4 inches. But I think it hit like 42 degrees yesterday. So I believe with the wind we had, I'm pretty sure it melted about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch off of that. So it was getting sketchy out there. My cousin came out a little bit later, but like it was fine when I was first drilling out there. And then as the day went on, we were out over 20 feet of water. 26 feet of water fishing for those crappies, and basically you guys seen it was starting to get sketchy. I don't know if you could hear the ice cracking, but when it starts doing that, I don't like to be out there. So hopefully today I can actually go find some thicker ice so that yesterday's warm weather didn't mess it up, because that's going to be the thing today. So if you guys are seeing this, hopefully I found some ice today. I'm going to bring you guys along and hopefully we catch some fish. Oh, and on a side note, just to make sure, anybody who hasn't seen it yet, which I'm just baffled by some of the things, make sure you guys turn your post notifications on. It's the little bell, because a lot of you guys don't get notified of my videos, and I have like 3 or 4 of them out right now with the new DWS Outdoors merch for this winter. I got a whole list of stuff like that. I will actually put that video. I have one I did for you guys, and it basically goes over everything I have. That way you guys can just see that instead of having to go look at the website. Otherwise, I link my merch in the description below of every video. So if you're seeing this, you can go check it out. But like I said, I'll put my video where I show you guys like how it fits, what all the different colors, all that stuff. I'll put that video at the end of this one, and then I'll put yesterday's video, crappie fishing, at the end of this one too, so you guys can watch that one too if you guys feel like it. Did pretty good. Found some crappie and had a good time. Today I think I'm gonna fish with some iFish Pros and see if I can get some perch and walleye, possibly some northern pike. We'll see, so stay tuned. Okay, so been doing some research, and I found myself this tiny little boat launch in the middle of the Northwoods. I don't see anybody else's footprints on here, so nobody's been out here, I don't think. Maybe some dogs or wolves. I just thought about that. I'm seeing tracks all over the place. I'm gonna grab my spud bar because this is completely iced over. So this lake is actually a lot deeper than it looks. It's tiny. It's like a couple of acres. But there is a 20-foot hole right out here, and on the other side there's another 20-foot hole, so it shouldn't freeze out. The thing is, with a lot of these Northwoods lakes, I'm gonna give you guys a tip right now. Been doing this my whole life, kind of just get off the beaten path and find something that nobody else fishes. I'm sure people beat this thing to crap. It's got a big enough boat launch that you could get a big boat out here, but the thing is it doesn't have any maps. It has no contour stuff. I found one contour map on an off site for a DNR site, and it took a long time to find that. So unless you have really good mapping sonars, you won't know how this lake is set up. So that makes a lot of people just pass these up. It's not easy enough to fish. So that's a good tip for you guys if you guys want to try and do what I'm doing. Find yourself a lake that doesn't have any maps, that's way off the beaten path. I drove down a crazy long gravel road to get to here, and if you look at this thing from Google Maps, you can literally see it's in the middle of the forest. So if you guys are looking in northern Wisconsin, you might get lucky and find this lake too. Hopefully, if you're seeing this, this lake holds some good fish. Either way, I just want to catch some fish. It's ice. It's ice fishing. All right, spud bar. We're gonna spud first. So I'm gonna walk straight out over the deeper water, because generally, if it's decent, the ice is decent over the deeper water, then the rest of the lake should be fine. I will still spud as I go, and then anywhere there's snow like that, there's snow cover. So that snow cover you guys see over there, that's the stuff that will hold heat and will actually keep it from freezing good. So snow bad, no snow good for first ice. So let's go and let's chisel some stuff up and see what we got going here, and then I'm hoping we can get out on the ice, drill some holes. Okay, so the whole lake is, you guys probably can't hear me very well, but it's pretty windy out again today. But the whole lake has snow over this middle section, so in order for me to get any further that way, I'm gonna have to use the route over the snow. So I have to check everywhere I go in that snow to make sure that it's not thin ice. See, water's coming up. It's definitely thinner. A little bit of snow cover kills it. Alright, always follow your tracks so you know where you walked on first ice. That's why you see me swinging the chisel so much, is I'm making a trail for myself to follow. You don't ever want to just go walking off away from your trail. So on new lakes, I really like one specific lure for checking holes because it gives you the option of catching pretty much anything that swims in any body of water in the northern Midwest. And that would be the bow spoon from JB Lures. Been using these things for a very long time. I got a little flasher on there that look like a little fry. This water is actually really clear, so I'm thinking I'm actually going to probably go with, like, I don't know. The thing is you go with like a green and really clear water, and then you can kind of like mimic anything.
Oh, and I almost forgot, I have those K-ropes too. I think I'm still gonna go with the bow spoon, and I'll go with pink to start and see what's down there. The big thing is the reason I'm using it is I can put spikes on there with that little flasher. You guys can see that. If I put spikes on there, I can catch any panfish species, but because of the way this profile is out with a spike on it, it actually looks like a wounded minnow. So anything that eats minnows will eat it too. I've caught everything that swims basically on this lure, so we're going to give that a try, see how that works. Maybe there's some monsters in here I don't know about. And I'm going to have that put on my Tuned Up Customs Precision. This guy, it's got inline swivel and a quick snap, so that I can, or just a snap, so I can change out baits fairly easy. When you're checking new waters, you want to be able to kind of rummage through the baits that you have available. I have a plethora of them available. Something should bite something here, so we'll see. Comment below good buck for me. I need it. Okay, I don't know if I conveyed that good enough in the intro here, or the beginning of the video. I drilled holes from, this is obviously like 6 feet. I'm right next to shore, so I might even be able to drill one closer to shore. If there's any walleye in here, they'll cruise right up against here later today, but I'm going to check from here all the way out to what looked like the middle over there, and see how the brake line goes, and see if there's anything between here and there. That's why I'm running this bow spoon, is just hop through the holes and check real quick, see what's around. Fish. Decent. Feels like a decent fish. What's that? That's a big crappie. Look at that. No way. New lake. Bigger fish. God, I love how dark these guys are up here. Everything eats the bow spoon, guys. Everything. Alright, buddy. You get a pass. But, I started catching a bunch of your buddies, and it's not looking so good. I'm going home today, and I want some fresh crappie. But I always let the first one go. So, good decision on making a decision on biting right away. Yep, let's let this guy go. I want to find, this is a good build on this fish. If this is an average build, they could get big out here. First crappie, new lake. I'm only in like 13 feet of water, but I might have to drill out this basin because these guys are thick in here, so I'd love to get a 14 or something like that. He's lucky I'm going to put this one back. Alright, let's not waste any time. Let's see if we can get another one. Like I said, if I get a couple of those, I'm going to keep them. That was a perfect keeper size. About that 11-inch class. Good meaty. Now I just need to figure out where they're coming from. I think I'm definitely going to have to go out and drill around. I feel like I might be right at the edge of the bottom of the brake line here. It's been consistently getting deeper to this point. So usually what happens is you'll end up with a real good brake line, and then it'll bowl out, and those crappie will circle that bowl. So I'm gonna guess the bowl is right out in front of me here, and I just got one of the ones that was circling the edge of the bowl. But if I can get out to the middle of it, even though there's all this snow here, if it's thick enough ice, I'm gonna probably catch a couple. That can't be the only fish in here.
Nothing makes you feel like you're more out in the middle of nowhere than coming across wolf prints running across the lake you're fishing. Ugh. This should be fun.
Okay, so I just switched up things a little bit here. On my precision, instead of the spoon, I have my ultralight number 3 Rip and Rep and Glow. That's just so I can call fish in quicker. Tends to bring in crappie from a distance. And then I still have my Tune Up Customs bullwhip with me, but this is my new one, and it's a 36, so I can hole hop with it. But I have my bow spoon tied to that one, so it's tied directly. It'll allow me to sight fish up bites and down bites, whatever. But that way I can kind of go smaller presentation and something loud to call them in. And then I went and drilled a new set of holes all the way across the lake in a spot that I could actually get across. This lake's small enough, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to drill out almost the whole thing before I leave. So keep your fingers crossed for me. Let's find some more of those crappies. I'm hoping to find some big ones. That'd be cool. Fish. That was a big fish. That's big, whatever it is. That fish heard me. That ain't right. He came back. Very cautious. I don't know what that is, but it was very, very cautious. That's big, whatever it is. Oh, it's a bass, that's why. Never had a bass act so like weary though. He was like very cautious, but the thing is I guess I could understand because the water's crystal clear here. Like I can see this little bait like 10 feet down. Let this guy go. Hey, that's the first fish I caught on the new bullwhip. Go figure. Right. I got a tungsten on now. Let's see if they'll eat that little thing. There comes one. has a little bite. Little dinky bluegills. What are you? Yep. Oh, these guys are the crazy colored ones. It'd be cool to find one of you guys in extra large. Look at that color. Those look like bigger fish. Like I said, it looked like a bigger fish. I think that's another bass, maybe. Yep. There was a school of like crappie or bluegills, and then this guy showed up and scared them all away. Lots of little bass in the North Woods, all willing to eat. Another little 12-incher. Might be some big ones in here. I think there's some weeds down here in this crystal clear water. I think I was above them. I think it's about 14-15 feet of water, but I think I got a bunch of weeds down there. So there might be some crappie or bluegills hanging around this one. I'm going to try and get back down there and see if I can get another one, if that bass didn't just scare everything away. I think there's another bigger one down there, so I can get him with my spoon. A couple bigger ones towards the bottom here. Oh, here comes the bigger one. What is that? Oh, a school of bass down there? Wonder if that's a bunch of little bass down there. Pretty sure that guy ate it without any meat, so I'm going to try and do that again. Oh, here comes another big one. Might be another bass. If it is a bass, it's bigger than the ones I caught. Run and drag. Kind of feels like a bigger bass. Yep. Long and skinny. See, the cool part about that was I didn't have any bait on it, so it was just flicking that little spoon thing around. Oh bye. Alright, so this is why I use this one. So it just has a red treble on there, which will probably need to be replaced after this if I want it to stay red. But it's got this little spoon, what do you call those? Like a little willow blade, little hammered blade on the bottom of there. So you just bounce that around in the water, and any kind of game fish will generally hit that without bait. You just gotta flick it just a little bit. Get it to flash, and they'll chase it down. Fish? Chasing. That was a good one. There we go. There's one. waiting for these guys to show up. I wonder if those other ones are bigger guys down there. Go down. I don't want to try and take time and put bait on, so I'm going to see if they'll just chase it like a minnow. No bait. Yeah, they're all crappie. That's what I thought. Oh, I missed. Fish? Oh, he came back. Another little crappie. Apparently there's hundreds of these little guys in here. And I got the first big one today. This morning. Alright, let's keep moving until we find them. Gotta get a big one sooner or later.
Alright guys, so back in the bluegill cave, yeah, I just ended up driving home. That was a long day after another long day. I literally slept like 3 hours the first night before I went. So in the video before this one, if you guys haven't seen that, it'll be linked at the end of this one. But I did that, and then I stayed up contemplating editing that video all the way till like midnight. So I don't know, I did like a 30-hour day or something like that. It was crazy. But long story short, today's video that you guys are seeing is an amazing testament to just go look at a new body of water and check it out. I didn't get any monsters or anything like that, but I did catch a bunch of fish. The thing that sucks is I kind of think I jinxed myself at the beginning there by saying there's got to be more of those crappie in there when I got that that was like an 11, 12 incher, real good build on it. I'm sure there were more than that. I didn't get an opportunity to drill out some of the spots I wanted to because, like I was saying in the video, anywhere there was snow, it got thin in random spots. And when you're by yourself, you don't go venturing through those random spots. I did go out and just kind of randomly drill a little bit, but like I would drill, check it, drill, check it, drill. And I was doing that all day long. You guys just didn't see it. I didn't show you guys all the different ways of checking the ice that way. If you want to see that, I have 100 videos for you to watch when it comes to that stuff. But long story short, it was successful. I did catch fish, and that lake has 0 maps for it. So even if I told you what lake I was on, which I don't actually know what lake I was on technically, because on Google Maps, if you zoom in, normally you see a lake name. This one didn't have a lake name. It had a road name next to it because it had like a forest road or whatever that they named. But other than that, all I could do is zoom in on Google Maps, and what I did is I used the imagery that I seen on Google Maps to tell how like the lake was laid out, and it was like one of those ones where there was like a midpoint that went out to almost the other side of the lake, and then there was a little deep channel. You guys seen that I fished at. That's where I got the first bass. And then on the edge of the break line of the main bowl is where I got the bigger crappie. And then later on in the day, you guys probably aren't going to see all those videos because I'm not going to edit all of those clips in there. I caught like 100 3 to 5 inch bluegills, maybe 4 inch bluegills. They were really cool colors because the water was crystal clear, and I feel like there might have been some bigger ones in there, but I also think that lake gets pounded. Like 2 hours before dark, I watched like 50 cars come by there, and I thought I was out in the middle of nowhere, so it was freaking me out every time a car would show up. I was waiting for somebody to like dump a dead body or something. It was creepy. And to mention the fact that there were wolf tracks all over the lake tripped me out all day. I had a head on a swivel. But long story short, I wanted to remind you guys, link in the description for new DWS Outdoors merch. I hope you guys are helping support the channel. It does get us out there more. And then like I was saying, I'll just mention it in brief. I have a huge giveaway of stuff to do. And I want to add some fish finders.
probably one of these guys, or maybe this kind or that kind. I don't know. Depends on how much merch you guys buy. If you guys get a bunch of merch, I'm going to go out and buy you a brand new one and add it to the giveaway. Otherwise, I can't afford to do that right now. But if I can, I will definitely be doing that. So stay tuned for those giveaway videos in the future. It's going to be at 10,000 subs, so I'm going to put a video out saying what needs to be done, and when you guys complete the task, we will be giving away a huge bunch of ice fishing stuff. So stay tuned for those videos. Like I said, obviously at the end of this video, we'll have the video before this linked. But hopefully, like I said before, you guys enjoyed today's video. Obviously, if you're not new here, you know what's up. But if you are new, can you please just remember to